And Scott, clearly Saturday was not the ideal preparation for an FA Cup second round replay, but it is the perfect opportunity to get back on the horse and the big game that players should need no motivation for.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the message. We didn't do ourselves justice on Saturday by a long stretch. But we've got an opportunity to put that right tomorrow night, and like I say, give everyone a lift and make sure that we right the wrongs of the last two games, really. So the fact that we haven't got too long to dwell on Saturday is a good thing, and we've got a big task ahead of us. It's a massive game against a very good side, and we know we're going to have to be at our best to do that. So that might focus the minds a little bit better. We all need to do better as staff, as players, as a group. We need to improve, and we didn't do the right thing on Saturday, and we need to be better. We know we're struggling to score goals, but we know we are capable of scoring, and we're creating chances. We haven't hit the target enough, and we haven't done enough, in terms of troubling the scorers. But we've got to keep persevering, and there's an opportunity tomorrow night to make sure that everyone gets a lift and can look forward to the Christmas programme.
And just briefly going back to Saturday, you clearly felt the team could get back into it. Is there when the performances aren't as good, is it something that you can identify early on, or is it something that sort of gradually reveals itself?
Well, no, I think for the first, they hardly got out of their half for the first half an hour, but that wasn't through the fact that we were so good. It's just that we didn't do enough on the ball. We had plenty of the ball, but we made poor decisions, and we didn't move it quickly enough, and we took liberties, and we should have, if we'd moved the ball quicker and sharper, and if we'd got into our front men and then held it up, it gives us more chance to create more chances. And I think that the trouble you get against sides that are from that level, or you try and do everything yourself to be the match winner, whereas the message before the game was, if we do the right thing and do the basics correctly and everyone sticks to the job, then we win the game. But we didn't do that, and the ball kept on breaking down. We kept on giving it away too easily, and then against anyone, no matter who it is, if you've got set plays, if you don't defend against them properly, that's a great opportunity to put it in the box and score, and that's what's happened. And when I watched them at Chipstead, they scored. Well, they had some good opportunities from set plays, and we knew we had to mark better, and we didn't do that. So for all the chances we had in the second half, and the possible penalty or whatever it may have been, because we didn't defend the set play properly, and because we didn't keep the ball well enough in their half, it doesn't matter whether they get in your half or not, because they've had a chance from a set play. And then obviously you go a goal down, and they're defending for their lives. They've got something to hold on to, and we weren't able to break them down, and that was a disappointing thing. We had enough chances, we had enough ball in the final third, but we're not clinical enough, and haven't been clinical enough. But we've shown we can do it, in recent games, and it's the inconsistencies again of not just individuals but us as a group, the performances. So we've just got to get back on to doing what we do well again.
And that's it. That was my next question, or my next point really. The Portsmouth, Rochdale, Southport, Kidderminster. In recent weeks, there has been some excellent performances against the odds.
Absolutely, and that's that's the frustration, but also the positive is that we are capable of doing it. The frustration is we're not doing it on a weekly basis, but that's where we are at the moment, and that's the frustration, is that we have had a lot of chopping and changing with players, and the team's changed around a lot, and we've had a lot of injuries and bits and pieces, and so we're having to deal with that. But that's no excuse. We should be doing better. The players that are coming in and the players that are playing should do better. They know that. We know that, and the fans know that. No one's trying to hide anything. We're not making excuses. We can only apologise for the performance on Saturday, and show that we're better than that by going out and putting a better performance on Tuesday night and then next week against Welling. And that's the only way we can look at it going forward, is not to dwell on the past and sulk about it and hold grudges. We've just got to do something about it.
And Rochdale, they won impressively at Colchester on Saturday. They will have players back from injury and illness and suspension on tomorrow night, but it's a cup tie, it's a 2-horse race. Aldershot Town have got as good a chance as Rochdale, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know that they've got some strong players coming back in. They were a little bit depleted when we played them, but that shouldn't take away from our performance. We were excellent, and the fact that we've put on that sort of performance, created those chances against that side, means that we should be able to do that again, and that's what we're looking to do. And we know that we're going to have to make sure that we work as hard as we did and be defensively sound as we were, but equally we know that they can give us up chances, but we've got to be able to take them when we do get them.
And they struggled to beat Northampton in the replay. I think they scored 2 goals in the last few minutes. The winner came in the 5th minute of injury time. Their home form is not as good as they are away, and there are strengths in Aldershot's team, but also weaknesses in Rochdale that can be exploited.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think you can look at anything from both sides of it, and they'll be looking at us thinking, they've had a nightmare on Saturday, and they're there for the taking. But equally, we're looking at them and thinking, well, we showed what we could do in the first tie, we can do that again. So, Keith will be confident that they can get a result. They're a League One side. They're in the top 6 in League One, which is no mean feat, and they're massive favourites, and we know that we've got to go there and play an outstanding game and then be off their game to win it. But first and foremost, we've got to look at ourselves and make sure that we perform to the best of our ability and give ourselves the best chance of getting that result.
But as the underdogs, the pressure is off. There's a little bit of freedom. Aldershot Town can go there and really have a good go.
Yeah, and the lads always have a go. They, even on Saturday, they're trying, but they're trying in the wrong way, and they never don't have a go, and they don't never let me down in that respect. It's sometimes the basics that they let themselves down on, and maybe trying to do too much, but that's just enthusiasm and the desire to get the job done and want to show what they can do, and rather than that than trying to G people up and trying to get them out there wanting to play football. They all want to play football. They all want to have a go. They make mistakes, but we include ourselves as staff in that. And we've made mistakes recently and over the time, and we have to make sure that we improve, and we're looking to do better and look at the mistakes that we've made and make sure we don't do those again.
And the club as a whole is going to Rochdale tomorrow as free coach travel, potentially for 250 supporters, and that will be a massive boost to the team when they do come out at Rochdale to see. You can try and almost make it like a home game and create that really big cup tie atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean it's a big ask for for fans to go up to Rochdale, but they've, whenever we play away, we always have a good turnout, and the fans that are there always make plenty of noise and show us that they're there, and that's always greatly received and appreciated by the players and everybody involved, because it's key that you have people that are there supporting you, getting behind you and giving you everything they've got, and that'll be the same on tomorrow night to have 250 there. It's Rochdale don't get massive crowds. As you come out the tunnel, you see them on the opposite side, your fans, and that'll be a big boost to see them. And you'd like to think that they make a lot of noise and give us that backing that they always have done to make sure that we can push on and they can help us out in that respect.